Hey there, North County neighbors. Today we're diving deep into the Carlsbad and Oceanside housing markets. We'll break down key trends from 2024, get into the nitty-gritty of prices, inventory, and neighborhoods, and give you a sneak peek at what 2025 might have in store. Ready? Let's get started. If you've been living in Oceanside and Carlsbad, you may have noticed an uptick in home value over the past year. Carlsbad and Oceanside have continued to see increases in home values, despite the increased interest rates that held steady throughout 2024. These North County coastal cities have seen an influx of people, mostly from other California locations, including San Francisco and Los Angeles, even from Seattle. Due to their desirable coastal location, year-round average temps of just below 70 degrees and laid-back vibe. Let's start with Carlsbad, where the median listing price in 2024 hit $1.835 million. That's an 11% jump from last year's median price of $1.65 million. But here's where it gets interesting. Homes in North Coastal Carlsbad, zip code 92008, which include Old Carlsbad, saw an average price of $2.05 million, compared with homes just east in zip code 92010, with neighborhoods like Calavera Hills and Tamarack Point that held strong at $1.52 million, a difference of almost $500,000. Overall, Carlsbad's inventory has stayed tight, with homes selling at 99.5% of their list price, meaning buyers were not messing around. Carlsbad condos, also hot, with an average sale to list price ratio of 99%. Energy efficient homes, outdoor living spaces, and home offices were all big drivers of demand in 2024. Oceanside had a median sales price of $965,000 in 2024, a solid 8% increase from the year prior. While that's less dramatic than Carlsbad, it's still impressive, especially considering Oceanside remains one of the most affordable beach cities in SoCal. Zip code 92054, which encompasses South Oceanside, Fire Mountain, and Loma Alta, among other areas. Homes here sold higher than other parts of Oceanside, with an average price of $1.42 million. Compare that with homes in zip code 92058, which includes Eastside, Capistrano, and San Luis Rey, which had an average sales price of just $911,000. Again, an over $500,000 price difference from coastal zip code to more inland zip code. Oceanfront properties sold at a premium, $1.1 million, while inland condos offered more affordability at an average sales price of $630,000. And with lots of new build condos and townhomes hitting the market, modern amenities became the go-to for low maintenance living. Here's what is likely to happen in 2025 in Carlsbad and Oceanside, but it really depends upon the economy's strength. Two opposing forces have directed the strength of the housing market: a scarcity of available homes and home affordability. The year started with a shortage of available homes. Yet as mortgage rates climbed to over 7% and remained that high for much of the year, homes sat on the market and the active inventory grew. Careful pricing was critical as seller competition increased, creating more opportunities for buyers. When the Federal Reserve mentioned that they were going to cut rates and mortgage interest rates dropped below 6.5% in August, they remained there for almost a month and a half. But when a jobs report was released, the jobs market was a lot hotter than predicted. The Federal Reserve cut the short-term funds rate by 1%, but the long-term 30-year mortgage rates climbed to 7.1%, according to Mortgage News Daily. The Federal Reserve projects the economic numbers for 2025 to be hotter than initially anticipated, and inflation is still a concern, indicating they might not cut rates as much in 2025 as originally projected. The market is at the mercy of the rates, so there are a few possibilities of what could happen in 2025. Solid economic numbers, which is the most likely scenario. Mortgage rates stay between 6.5% and 7% as feds cut the short-term rate a couple of times. San Diego inventory is likely to grow slowly to a peak of 5,500 homes, which is 14% higher than 2024. As mortgage rates decrease, the locked-in effect where homeowners choose to stay in their homes due to the low fixed mortgage rate will diminish. Buyer demand will pick up during the spring market and multiple offers will become the norm, which is what I'm already seeing on turnkey properties that are priced right here in North County. The number of closed sales increases by 8 to 10% compared to 2024, and home values rise 3 to 6%, which is in the normal range of home appreciation. Interest rates drop to 6 to 6.5 due to a slowing economy, causing feds to cut the federal interest rate more than a couple of times. Inventory will reach about 5,000 homes, which will see a diminishing of the lock-in effect. Buyer demand will significantly pick up if rates stay low and will be more willing to stretch their price during a multiple offer situation. Closed sales will increase by 12 to 16% and home values rise 5 to 8%. Scenario number 3, which is not that likely. Interest rates remain above 7% due to a robust economy exceeding Wall Street's expectations. Feds will be forced not to cut rates. Inventory will reach 6,500 homes and we'll see a diminishing of the lock-in effect. Buyer demand will be sluggish in spring and summer markets like 2024. Inventory will quickly rise and the market will slow, causing buyers to be more conservative on price and sellers to have to carefully price their homes due to increased seller activity. Closed sales were increased by 0 to 2% and home values could decline 0 to 2%. Now let's talk investments. In Carlsbad, luxury rentals and short-term vacation properties remain hot tickets, especially for those who love to cash in on those beachgoers who flock to Carlsbad during the summer. In Oceanside, fix and flip properties are where it's at. With all the new restaurants and growing art scene, it's a prime spot to modernize older homes and turn a profit. Let's wrap up with a quick recap. Carlsbad's median sales price was $1.825 million with a potential for 3 to 6% growth in 2025. Oceanside's median price $965,000 with room for affordability-driven growth. Days on market was 21 to 22, suggesting steady buyer demand. Optimistic scenario, interest rates drop and demand spikes. Hello, price growth. Pessimistic scenario, rates stay high and growth slows. But hey, more of a balanced market isn't a bad thing. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, both Carlsbad and Oceanside offer exciting opportunities in 2025. And remember, in North County, it's not just about numbers, it's about finding your perfect slice of coastal.